welcome to Chapter 1, page 71, Ratio and Rate Problems. Okay, we're going to be using what we've learned about ratios and rates to solve word problems. An arcade sells game tokens individually or in packages. They're having a sale on token packages as shown below. Okay, so here's the table. How many token packages can you buy with $20, $25? And explain. And number 2 is what's the unit price? So let's do number 2 first. Well, the unit price, remember unit price means how much for one. So how much for one package? One package for $5. Or we can write it as a fraction, or remember this way, all right, with a colon. Now, how many token packages can you buy with $20? Well, now it's easy, right? You get one package for $5. So now for $20 times 4 times 4. 4 packages, right? 4 packages. And for 25, what we'd get 5 packages. We used the unit rate. How much would it cost to buy 6 token packages? Well, we just keep going, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 was 25 every time, right? We're adding 5, or if you think about it, 1 to 5, and you're getting 6. So the answer would be 30, right? $30 for 6. Oops. I'm sorry. All of that was off screen. That is my bad. I was looking at the book and not looking at the camera. 1 over 5, right? And you're saying 1 package to 6 packages, so it's times 6 times 6, which would give you 30. So $30 for 6 token packages. Okay. The arcade sells individual tokens. Okay, so now here we're going to do a little bit more work here. The arcade sells individual tokens for $0.25 each. If a token package contains 25 tokens, how much would you save by buying a package of 25 tokens instead of 25 individual tokens? And this is a very realistic problem because a lot of times places that you go will say that they have a sale, and you want to be able to figure out if the sale's any good. Okay? So we don't really have any room to work, so I'm just going to use a little notepad. Okay, you can stick it somewhere on the side or just bring in an extra piece of paper. Okay, so each one is 0.25 each, right? And you get 25 of them. So I'm going to use a bar diagram to help me solve this because it's a bit much. So I know that 25 tokens is split into $5. $1, $2, $3, $4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Made this a bit big. Okay. All right. So that means that for $1, 25 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, you're getting 5 tokens. Now, if you have a knowledge of American money, $1 is 100 pennies. 100 pennies or 100 cents, like that. And you get 5 of them for $1. So how much for one? What's the unit rate? How much are we getting for each token? Okay, so on the sale, you're getting them for 20 cents per token, right? But if we look to the normal price, they cost 0.25 each. Okay, so you're spending 5 cents extra. Okay, you're spending 5 cents extra if you just buy them individually. So 25 of them times 5 cents extra, right? That's the extra amount that you're paying. Carry the 2. And remember, when we have decimal multiplication, if there's 2 decimal places, then there's 2 decimal places. So this is $1.125. This is how much extra that you're paying, right? Because 0.05, this is 25 cents versus 20 cents, right? This is the sale price. This is the regular price. So this 5 cents extra times all 25 of them is going to make you spend an extra $1.25. So how much would you be saving? You would save $1.25. See, and how they get you in stores is they'll say, okay, but yeah, buy the package because it's cheaper. But then what happens if you don't use all those tokens? Say you don't use 5 of them, right? Or say you don't use 10 of them, then you've lost money. So that's kind of how stores will get you. All right, so pause there if you need that. I would just, stick it in here, and I'll look for it in class. All right, let's flip over. You can use bar diagrams or equations with equivalent ratios to solve. Okay, so Heritage Middle School has 150 students. 2 out of 3 students in Mr. Mason's class prefer gel toothpaste. Okay, so it's 2 out of 3. So that means there's 3 total boxes. 2 of the boxes like gel, and 1 of them doesn't like gel. Okay, this is very important. I'm going to highlight this because it's not 2 to 3. This is 2 out of 3. Okay, so all our ratios before looked like this, 2 to 3, which would have meant that was a total of 5. But this means 2 out of 3, right? Okay, so that's only a total of 3. Just erase that. Okay, you don't have to have that. Okay, so 150, and then you have to find the value of each box. So you're doing 150 divided by 3 boxes. Of course, we know 0, bring down the 0. So each box is worth 50. Okay, now it says how many students in the entire school would like gel. So 50 and 50 would be 100. So 100 students would like gel. Okay, I really like bar diagrams, but some of you might not. And so another way you can solve is just to use our equivalent fraction skills. We know that the ratio is 2 out of 3, and there's 150 total students. So this was clearly times 50, which means you would do times 50, and lo and behold, the same answer, 100. Okay, they show you 2 ways because some people really like visual math, and some people kind of get annoyed by it and would rather just let me do the numbers. So it's really up to you. Okay. The ratio of the number of text messages sent by Lucas to the number of text messages sent by his sister is 3 to 4. Okay, so this is 3, 2, 4, not like this one, which was 2 out of 3. Okay, so 3 to 4. So 1, 2, 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. So a total of 7 boxes. Lucas, 3. And the sister, 4. Now it says, Lucas sent 18. So they've labeled this 18. How many text messages did his sister send? Okay, well, we have 18 text messages, and we know that's divided into 3 boxes. So we know 18 divided by 3 is 6. So that tells us the value is 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. And if he has 3, that's 18. So she has 4. 4 times 6 is 24. So her answer would be 24. Okay, here's another way you can do it, just with fractions. 3 to 4, and he now has 18. So this was clearly times 6. This would be times 6, which would give you 24. Okay, now look here. This one says out of, and so does this one, out of. So that means you have to be careful, right? The value is different. Okay? All right, so I'll help you, but you need to finish these on your own. Okay? Let's try this one with a bar diagram. Okay, so there are 120 people, 4 out of 5. So that means there's a total of 5 boxes. 3, 4, 5. 4 of them, the people like creamy peanut butter, and 1 of them people like chunky. Okay? Predict how many people would prefer creamy. So they want to know creamy. Okay, so we have 120 divided into 5 boxes. So find that answer. Put that in here. And then 4 of them like creamy. So one box plus 2 box plus 3 box plus 4 box would give you the answer you need here. Okay, so what's the answer going to be? It's not just 120 divided by 5. You have to find out what only 4 boxes would be. Okay, so this answer is going to go in the box, and then you have to add these 4 up. Okay? All right, make sure to pause. Plenty of time to pause. Okay? So you want those 4. All right, same here. A survey found that 12 out of every 15 people. Okay, I'm not going to be drawing 15 boxes, so we'll do this one with fractions. Okay, if 400 people select eating at the restaurant. Okay, so this one, we're eating at a restaurant. How many people took the survey? So this is what you're looking for. I would use that scaling concept we learned because 12 into 400 doesn't really work. So find something that this can scale down to and then something that it can scale up to help you get to this fraction of 400. So you have to divide by something, and then multiply by something to get you your answer for B. Okay, this one's using a line graph. I probably would never do that, but again, you could if you wanted. It says the Millers drove 105 miles on 4 gallons. Okay, so they found the unit rate by dividing 105 by 4. Okay, so the unit rate, they're saying 1 gallon is 26.25. Now they want to know 6 gallons of gas. So 26.25 times 6 is 157.5. Okay, so here it says there are 810 calories in 3 scoops of vanilla. How many are there in 7? And remember, 3 and 7 don't really work super well together. So you're probably going to use that scaling idea we learned about. Hey, pro tip here. How do you know if something is divisible by 3 without even knowing? Well, look, if you add the digits up, 8 plus 1, if they equal to something divisible by 3, then it'll work. 8 plus 1 is 9, and 9 is divisible by 3. So I can already tell you a little clue that this is going to be divided by 3. Okay? And then scale up to get what we're looking here. How many calories for 7 scoops of ice cream? And fill in the answer here. Jeremy drove his motorcycle 120 miles in 3 hours. At this rate, how many can he drive in 5? Okay, so they scaled down by dividing by 3 to 1 over 120 divided by 3 is 40. And then they scaled up, right, because you're getting to 5. Want to know in 5 hours? So you'd be multiplying 40 times 5, which is 200 miles. Okay, so think about this. D, we have 5 liters of air in 30 seconds. How many liters of air does he take in 150? 150, you'd have to times by something, and then make sure you times by the same something, and get our answer for D. All right, what shall we draw today? Have you ever seen that lovely book, The Hungry, Hungry Caterpillar? By Eric Carle. I don't know why this came to mind, but who can say? You know, they have like lots of little ringlets and then like little feetsies, and then it gets like fatter as it goes down. And then maybe a bit smaller and has a little like feetsies all along the way. All right, I will see you in class.